Okay. So. Fuck.
She had practice.
I guess so. Okay, so. So, let's call this. Yeah, basically. The day after, or like 2 days after, like everyone's come back from the mines, and everyone is now all like, oh no, blood soil, what? uh, so like
This Henderson's reaction to it.
He turns into a Muppet.
oh, it's really great. There's blood soil, you know.
It's super disappointment.
This is why we can't RP without.
Without Bree.
So.
Seriously, right.
It's, I want to say around early morning, like early to mid morning. Let's say around 10. And Tomo and Theo, at some point, actually, because I'm GMs, you're all in your rooms at this point. Like, and Tomo and Theo, I want you guys to make a perception.
Okay.
But well, Henderson's in the library in the morning.
That's fair enough. That's why I said Tomo.
Are you
and
using
Theo.
your early dad?
Oh,
Oh wait, it's mid morning, right?
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
10 a.m.
Okay, so jogging is probably over.
Yeah, Henderson's not allowed to go outside.
Henderson can't jog. Oh.
Two
So it's just
successes.
Theo on his own. He will uphold the mantle of jog boy.
Just run.
Yeah. 2 successes for Tomo.
Sure.
There is a there is a folded bit of paper by your door, almost as if someone has like stuffed it under there. You're not quite sure when it got there, but it's there now.
Not gonna lie, Tomo has probably been just staring at his like outside this window for like the longest time. So like the one time he turned around, he saw it, and he's like, "Oh shit, this is probably important."
3 successes for Theo. Theo basically the same thing. You like it must have just happened because like you swear you can like just make out the sound of someone walking away, but you aren't quite sure.
Go punch that wisp, Tomo. It's a wisp. Punch it.
What?
Don't punch it.
Don't punch
Where?
it. Don't punch it. You're in your room. There's no wisp.
Where
is it?
Where is she?
We're horrible children.
Okay.
Naughty children will be placed in a pair with her.
Right now?
I've been waiting.
Wait, how did you add beautiful art to him?
It is waiting for you.
What?
I love it.
You added beautiful art to him.
I did?
You have an orange box around him.
Oh, do I?
Yes. Or purple box.
Ow.
Oh
Am I the only one that sees this purple box?
no, it's
I
up in the
do.
corner.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I didn't know what you were
Right here.
talking about there. Like lemons is in the void.
Yeah, I didn't add it to him. I just drew it.
Drew a
and then
purple
sent it.
box.
This is
Okay.
one-
So,
Box.
Anyway,
so
Theo's gonna go pick up that note
Yeah, Tomo.
and,
Cool.
and read it.
Basically.
it's gonna say on it. Just hold on. Let me quickly type out.
God.
There we go.
Ooh.
So read it out loud in like a super official voice. So
Like
the
a
recording.
super, like a super
Oh.
Natalie voice.
Here.
Okay. Meet the bar. So, it's the note. The note reads: "Meet at the bar at 11:30. Got some important stuff to say. Signed, Nat."
Oh, make better than this shark.
I'm not. It's
Meet at the
a
bar.
paper.
Yeah, meet at the bar.
Meet at the bar at
You're
approximately
not
11:30.
To Tomo, it's not the fact that
Alone.
she's basically inviting him to the bar. It's the fact that it is a bar in the first place that he's excited to go.
He doesn't know Theo's been invited to.
No, he just thinks it's him.
He thinks he's
Going
going
on a
out.
date. Yeah.
Tomo thinks he's going on a date.
Well, no, he's not expecting. He's not expecting a date. It's more or less just like, oh, okay. Like, it's not. He does not think it's a date. He's just like, okay. She needs to get out of the house.
Okay. So I take it you. You both will head on over to the bar around the time.
Oh yeah.
Do you
What
leave a little
actually
lipstick mark on
like?
Tomo's? A little
How
lipstick
long does it take to get there? About 5 or so minutes, I think. When do you guys
Probably like
walking?
10
I think.
minutes.
Something
Not
like
a big town. 10 minutes.
Yeah.
fair enough.
10
When do you get?
Kareem,
When
please.
do each of you set off then?
Like Tomo just kind of gets up and leaves.
Like
What-
right
what-
away as soon as he
right
reads
away?
the note.
No, he just
Cartoonily
he,
runs
like-
out the door.
He doesn't
There is-
like enthusiastically leave. He kind of is just like, I really don't want to leave the house,
What
but
is
I'm going
going
to.
on in the corner? Sorry.
Please stop.
All right, I'll get.
Drawn attention to it.
Tomo, like, he reads it and he just kind of sits there for a minute and he's just like, fuck it.
Come on, let me read it.
Okay.
He was considering not going at all because he really doesn't want to go anywhere.
Okay. But
the
does he
promise-
go?
He goes like pretty much like about 5 or 10 minutes after he reads the note.
Okay.
So Tomo's gonna get there early.
So yeah, you're gonna get there quite early actually. Theo, when do you
Tomo
leave?
just starts drinking.
That's
Probably.
probably what he's gonna do.
Oh no. Tomo, please don't be drunk by the time we get there.
Who you think you are?
He's like, it's about time you showed up.
I have
Wait
to
a
confess
minute,
my
why-
love to you.
Natalie!
Looks at Theo. Theo.
Oh shit! It just falls over.
Falls off bar stool.
Christ.
Oh dear.
Theo,
Back on track.
Yes.
what time do you leave?
Oh, okay, wait. Before we go any further, what time did you actually drop off the notes?
Like you said
Around like
mid-morning-ish, like 10:30.
mid morning, so around like 10:30 ish.
Okay, yeah, never mind about him leaving right away if that's the case. Because then he would be there like an hour before you guys got there.
Oh, so
He's probably just going to be sitting in his room then.
okay. What time will he set off though?
Probably like 10:20. Well, not 10:20, 11:20, oops.
He'll go back in time.
Backwards.
Go back 10 minutes.
Yeah. So
Kareem, Did you
Kareem.
seriously?
he'll be there.
Fix that.
Oh my god.
Bree has to fix that.
I
We can't
deserve-
help you.
I deserve.
So
Can you control Z?
so
Can you undo?
No.
Shh, shh,
Sorry,
shh,
sorry.
shh.
so.
Can't believe that
Jesus
happened.
Christ. Jesus Christ. So
Okay.
you basically get there on time. More or less on the dot. Theo, what time do you head off?
Probably about the same time, maybe a little bit earlier.
Fair enough. Are you sure a little bit earlier or
I don't know. He's probably worked out, the time it takes to get around since he's been going out in the mornings and jogging with Henderson.
okay?
So he has a pretty decent estimate of how long it'll take him to get over there.
So around 11:20, be setting off then as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Head out of the house together.
Yeah. You oddly enough, because you're setting off at the same time, you bump into one another on the way out of the house.
He's not Tomo ain't gonna say anything. Like he's just gonna kind of give you a look of just like, oh, okay. maybe like a bow level look of just oh.
Oh no. A startled deer in the headlights.
We got a bow level.
Yeah, like the look that I would probably define it as is like deer in headlights. Oh god.
Oh, it might be a Wendigo.
Oh no.
Oh
No,
god.
that's only if Lemon spotted it.
Jeez.
Okay.
Theo would kind of be like, oh, heading out too?
He's like, yeah.
Oh.
He doesn't know that you're going with. Like, he doesn't know you're going.
Like,
to
are we walking in the same
Oh,
direction?
that's awkward. That's so awkward.
Yeah, like we're walking down the street.
Yeah, no, you're totally doing that without even realizing it, but you're slowly becoming aware of the fact that both of you are making the exact same turns.
Someone's gonna notice this, and he's gonna be like, he's gonna reach into his pocket and pull out the note, and he's just gonna unfold it and show it to Theo and be like, "Did you get one of these too?"
Matching notes. Yep.
He's just like, "Okay, that explains it."
Matching notes.
He's just like, "Okay, that explains it."
Well, that's not really an explanation, but I mean, it's a.
Well, he's gonna say that to himself, and then he's just gonna wait to see what Theo says. Like he doesn't even like intend for. He didn't even like mean to say that. He's just like,
Well, did he say that explains it out loud?
yeah, he did. He totally did.
Okay. Alright.
He totally did. Do you have anything to say, Theo?
Anything?
You're just gonna sit
Anything?
on
I
that.
think Theo's dying right now.
Sorry, no, I'm dying.
Okay, so while Theo dies, you both
No.
Just topples over on the street.
Bring his corpse with you, Tomo.
No!
yeah. So
So
around 11:30, you both like make it to the bar,
You're right.
and
Does Theo get stopped at the door?
Oh.
well, no, because it's like it's not late enough in the day, but someone on bar will, if you should you go up to grab a drink, will ask you for ID at some point. And that's if you go up. That's if you choose to.
It's 11 in the morning. Theo is not going to drink.
Tomo would have totally vouched for you, Theo. He would have
That's
totally said this guy is okay.
Uh,
Either that, or if they wouldn't have bought it, Tomo would have been like, "Yeah, he's my younger brother." He totally would have tried to give him like a BS excuse. I know, that's the thing.
He's
He would have been
adopted.
like, he's my cousin or something. He would have given him like a BS excuse to get him in.
Fair enough. Okay, so you both get in there, and sure enough, in one of the booths, you see the left-hand side of the head of some familiar blonde hair. The dye is you can tell that you actually no you can't because you can't see from the angle, but there is very much a red jacket as well, and there seemed to be a bit of some like a notepad, and the person seems to be writing. What do you do?
What
Go say hi to Natalie.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Hi,
yeah,
Natalie.
yay.
Totally need to. Tomo,
Mhm.
we have to do the movie cool dude thing where we both slide into the booth at the same time.
Oh my,
Oh my
god.
God.
Oh, around her?
Do you-
Yeah, like
do you
Tomo.
both do
Tomo,
the
you
cool
have to
thing?
slide in to sit next to Nat, and Theo goes on the other side.
Does
Would be
Theo
even more
suggest
amazing.
this?
I was gonna say it would be even more amazing if like Theo was like, we should totally do this.
Is he gonna suggest
in
it?
character,
Suggest it
Theo.
out.
Is he gonna suggest it?
Just in character, Theo. Say it aloud.
I don't know if he would do
Tomo
that
has
right
a
now.
That's a
passion of
sad
movies.
time, don't you
It
think?
depends. Like if you, the way that like it depends on how you word it. Really, if you word it in a way,
Say, get that, honey, Tomo.
like if you word it in such
Are
a
you
way,
honest-
like to the point where you might even want to roll like a
I was
manipulation.
gonna say
persuasion.
Doesn't
I
need to
could
roll.
Yeah.
I could
Guys.
play this off as a lift spirits.
Guys, are
Yes,
you honestly debating how to sit down?
we 100% are.
Just sit down.
Was that in character?
Shark.
Please, let that be in character.
Hold on, Shark. We need to decide. Are you doing this in character, Theo?
Yes,
This is
I
what
want
happened.
that all to be in character.
All of it was in character.
Jim, don't allow this rapscallion
It's
fooling
too
around.
silly.
If you are,
It's too silly.
please roll.
That doesn't need
You're
to
not
roll.
GM. You don't make that call. Shut up.
What am I?
I love it. I just,
I will
there's no
fight
reason to
you.
roll for like 90% of the things that happen, though.
Yeah, true.
Well, it really does depend, because if you word it in a way Domo might actually do it.
Well, then, if he does it, you can just assume, like, he does it. I'm not gonna trip over a freaking rock.
Okay, we'll just decide that he just sits down wherever he feels like it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's too silly. Just go.
Yeah. Okay.
They sit down and they join Natalie at the booth.
Does
Yeah.
backflip.
No, sure enough. Sure enough, you join the busy ass Natalie, who seems fairly busy. Like she has a notepad in front of a pen. There's like the notepads that fairly like you know how in notepads where you write a lot of it's on a lot of the pages and you flip over a lot and you can kind of tell.
You
that
have the
person's taken
indentations.
it. Yeah, there's the indentations, all that shit. She looks like she's been busy, and if any of you actually look at her face, roll perception as well.
Yeah, son.
3 successes,
Ah.
1.
1 success.
Is it that empathy if
it's-
you're trying to, like, notice her mood?
No, it's fairly obvious that she looks tired. Like there are noticeable bags starting to form on her
Oh
eyes.
god, you haven't even
Theo,
looked at
it's
his face
Theo.
yet.
Theo, because you got so many successes, to you it seems as if she's been up all night.
Oh, Natalie.
If
Like
you end up looking at Tomo, he's got like worse bags than that, because he has been up since like the news has been delivered and everyone has been dead.
well, yeah.
You're not dead yet. Hey.
Not
But
dead.
Abel
Stop
is
that,
dead.
Tomo. Shut up.
So,
You shut your dirty mouth.
What are you
Actually,
talking
I
about?
will
I don't
not
know
spread-
what you're talking
stop
about.
spreading these filthy lies. Okay. So yeah, sure enough, when you sit down, she'll look up, and just sort of blink and then smile the typical friendly Nat smile, but it may seem a bit troubled. She's just like, "Oh, hey guys, really glad you can make it. Really sorry I had to go by notes or something, but like I didn't want to be all awkward and like fucking talk to you both just to be like, hey, you both want to? I wanted to get you both here discreetly."
Tomo yawns out of pure, like, he's just so exhausted. And he's just like, "No, I'm sorry. I haven't slept
Yeah,
in like a few days."
yeah. I
Like during the sentence, his eyes keep like opening and closing, like very sluggishly. Like it's almost like he's about to fall asleep.
Tomo, please, why didn't you get some coffee before you came? Like,
He's just
The minute he touches any alcohol, he's gonna fall asleep.
yeah.
oh my god,
like,
yeah, don't let him
If
drink, please.
if I'd have known you hadn't slept so often, I wouldn't have asked you to meet in a
He's just
bar.
like,
I mean,
no,
maybe
no.
they can make you some
Cafe.
coffee,
He's just
or
like,
something?
no, don't worry
We
about
could
it.
go
I'm
over
okay.
to the cafe. I mean, it's next door.
Tomo's just like, no, please, I'm okay.
Well, if you're sure. Okay, so
He's making an honest effort to stay awake. Like he widens his eyes a little bit and he blinks a few times and it looks like he's okay, but
oh,
he's not.
poor
All right,
baby.
next to wake him up, let's try cocaine.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking great.
I would have done this another time, but like it couldn't wait. It's just because it things have gotten pretty urgent, and I need to talk to you both about stuff that concerns you both, and shit that I did that concerns you both.
He kind of looks over at you and he's just like, what kind of stuff?
You're getting some curious glances.
Yeah. She bites her lip a little.
Tomo's got a look of curiosity, but yet confusion, because he doesn't know if he's heard this before from the things that Natalie's done.
Was he worried
doesn't
that
know
she
if he-
found out about his schizophrenia?
Oh no, she hasn't found out yet. He's gonna
No,
keep
No,
it
is
that
Tomo
way.
worried though? Is he thinking
A little
about
bit,
that?
yeah. He's a
He
little
is.
bit worried. He's probably gonna ask out of curiosity what was in his file eventually when he
No,
gets to that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, before one of the first times we went out with a bird, before we went to Resol Brecht's, the dentist's house.
Yeah, the dentist.
I asked Aubrey if I could go through Sarah and Jeremiah's files to see what they had been working on before they went missing, what their last mission was, context for why they might have gone missing, shit like that. She said, "Yeah, that's fine." Looked through the file. But I got a little impulsive when I shouldn't have done, and I decided, seeing as Aubrey had basically left me alone to look through Jeremiah's file. Sarah didn't have one, which was weird. Like, even to Aubrey, it was weird. But when I went to look through the files, I got impulsive, and I decided, seeing as how the Aces have obviously been keeping stuff from us about what's been happening at home, I decided, seeing as how the opportunity was there, why not look through everyone's files to see what they had been keeping from us? Because I know
on the second of everyone's files, you see Tomo just kind of look around, not really nervously, just more or less just he's bracing for what he's about to hear next.
no. Now I
Brace for impact.
in all honesty, I should have come to you guys. I shouldn't have looked through your personal stuff without your permission. I straight up forgot. I'm sorry.
They had personal stuff on us?
Yeah, they had info about our family down to the middle names. For me, they had my apartment down to the exact address. They had my fucking phone number, even though I haven't had my phone since I got here. When Bo pulled me out of the hedge, I had lost it, and they had my phone number.
Tomo's just wait, everyone's family?
I guess so. I mean, I'm sorry, Tomo, but yours was mostly blank. There wasn't a lot of stuff on it.
Does he do the little a little relieved relaxation
no,
of
just
posture?
he internally he's like, oh my god, this is amazing, but like externally he's like, oh, okay.
I know I should have
Let's roll for it.
I should have come to you guys. I'm so sorry. I just got reckless, and I figured why not take the opportunity while it was there, and I should have talked with you guys about it.
Tomo's just gonna be like, well, there's certain things around here now, I guess, that you kind of have to keep from people, and that was one of them, because really you don't know who you can tell stuff to, and it being safe.
Yeah, I know, but that, and I wanted to see what else they were keeping from us about this place, like as well as that. I did manage to get some things, so if you have any questions about like what I saw, feel free to ask.
Not like I look like poop, man.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna like go ahead with bits of information of what I found, that are plans for moving forward, because I looked through some confidential shit, and the Aces can't know what I did, or the information that I've leaked to you is in your possession at all. Yeah, but she doesn't know that, though. She doesn't know they already know. She suspects, but yeah. And so if like Theo or Tomo, you don't have any questions about like your own stuff, I guess I'll just go right on ahead. And she'll like start like going through her notepad, and will relay to you most of what she's found, like the fact that Aubrey and Cheney are both 38 and have congenital growth disorders. The fact that like Arthur takes the same amount every year around the same time.
Oh, so Nat's given us all the personal details
Yeah.
about the ooh.
You're giving this to the wrong man.
Did
Yeah.
Are you just gonna share everything, or is it like?
Like I was assuming that she
Has
was
she
just going to
forgotten
tat them the
stuff?
relevant things.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Bree.
Well,
Welcome.
yes.
Okay, because I was gonna say.
Hello.
I mean, you could just. I was gonna say you could have just done like an overarching like.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
like basically, you find out that yes. Spoiler alert. They've been keeping shit. Yeah. But yeah, more or less, like. Does Theo want to know about his home situation?
Oh no.
Obviously.
Okay. Oh God, I was worried this might happen. Okay. In fairness, this is the one thing that I can't blame them for, like, not talking to you about, because this will probably affect, like, how you work and shit, and I'm babbling at this point. Okay, so I couldn't make out a lot of what was in the files. Hellings' handwriting is like this cat scratch shit that's both really elegant and really messy. But Theo, your home situation's marked critical. I don't know what that means. I don't know what's going on. That was the only thing I could make out. I am so sorry.
Tomo's gonna like give Theo like a solemn look.
Well, ooh, that's not good. I mean, Aubrey told me a little. I had to I had to hound her, but
Yeah.
she told me that you know, my mirror double and my friend are considered missing, that they've lost track of them back in Boston. I don't know, maybe
God.
maybe that's considered critical because they can't find, you know, kind of a
I guess. Like
pretty scary monster.
I didn't know that it happened, so in all
Who's
honesty,
laughing? Shut up.
No,
Oh.
no, no. What
Oh,
is
dear
going
Lord.
on in the infirmary?
Oh, jeez.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Wild
Dear
Dagmar
Lord.
appears.
No.
Oh, Bree, have you seen the relationship chart?
No, please. No,
Korean.
please.
Yeah, that's Sal, not Dagmar.
Shut up and keep role playing, Jesus.
We've been thoroughly
Okay.
derailed. Thank
Yeah.
you, Dagmar.
But yeah, like again, I should have talked to you, Theo, about going through your file when I had the chance, or like at least asking you to come in and like look with me, because I mean, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have looked through. I shouldn't have done that.
I mean, I didn't even know that they had that stuff, so I don't know. I don't blame you. I mean, in all honesty, he probably would have done some snooping himself because
Curiosity.
yeah.
Yeah.
Once Tomo gets a chance, he's gonna ask about his own and like confirm that there was seriously nothing in there.
Yeah, like seriously, most of it was blank.
Wasn't there some note that was like potentially unstable or something like that?
Yeah,
Oh,
there was
yeah,
like a thing that's
like,
like unstable or something.
There was like a fucking personal profile on each of us. Apparently, like yours like said you had to be like kept an eye on. But
Anderson is trustworthy.
yeah. Other than that, nothing else really. Like your personal history was blank. All that sort of stuff. Like the only stuff that was in there was what you told me about the vampire. What you told us about the vampire.
Like on the mention of the personal profile, you kind of like you see him like put his face in his hands, and you just hear him like fuck. Like it's a very quiet fuck.
In fairness, it's all pretty general. Like for each of us, they've just got like 4 basic traits. It's not a lot else other
He's
than
just
that.
like, but out of all the ones they could have put for me, it's fucking unstable.
She hasn't actually said unstable.
Well,
She said
she
they
said-
made a note that he has to have someone keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
still though, I mean, he's just like, still like.
I know.
Shouldn't.
Oh.
He can't even find words because he's so upset.
I'm sorry.
You get a consoling shoulder pat, Tomo.
I'm sorry.
that.
I should have talked to you about it, but the point
He's
is,
just like, oh no, don't worry, I already know how far gone I am.
you're not far gone. And you will get another comforting hand on your shoulder.
Everyone pet Tomo.
Yeah, Diamond petting Tomo. Yee.
You're gonna get a look of like, you're gonna get like a very faint like grin. It's not like a smile. It's more or less just a thanks kind of look. and then it's gonna turn back to like one of just kind of sad, and he's like, you're 100% certain that thing did not have anything else in there.
Well, like, it said you were unstable, but I mean, I guess that's just because of the time you jumped in front of Sal's punch at Omega. I guess, and you kind of did that a little bit out of nowhere. I don't know.
Tomo's just like, that's not why.
You'll get like a look of, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Like coming on Matt's face, and she'll just sort of look up at you.
He's just gonna be like, you remember back when those wisps got in the house?
Yeah.
And you told me to go kill that one?
Yeah.
He's just gonna whisper this, like, very, very quietly. He's just gonna be like, kind of went a little crazy on that thing.
Oh. Okay.
And he's just gonna be like, Theo, you were there.
Yeah, you got a little bit spooky, man.
Yeah, I know.
God damn it.
Wait, you got a bit spooky?
Too spooky for
What?
me.
Tomo
Got real
confirmed.
spook over there, so
Tomo confirmed spookiest.
Well,
spookiest baby.
sorry, Tomo freaked him out, man.
So his response was, "You got a little spooky."
A little spooky.
Hey there, friend. You're pretty neat.
You forget, this is exactly how Theo talks.
Oh.
And he's just like, on the mention of the fact that Theo knows, like, the second he pointed it out, and when he said, like, yeah, you got a little spooky, he's like, yeah, I don't think spooky does it. It's more or less just, I went absolutely insane for a second. He just kind of, like,
Oh my god.
he gives her, like, a straight face with, like, wide eyes.
She'll
Like,
sort of.
Very concerned look.
That's basically this face. If you're talking straight face with wide eyes.
Basically, yes. Basically that face minus, like,
Oh my god, that's a Henderson face.
That is a Henderson face.
Nat, in turn, will do the same version of that, but with less wide eyes, and we'll just sort of like lean back in her chair, look away, just quiet for a moment, and then we'll look back. In all honesty, I don't even know how to respond to that.
he's just like,
That came out of nowhere.
he's just like, I guess since we were bringing up things about, like, secrets, I don't really want to be like the aces and not keep anything from anyone, but
Oh, okay.
I don't want to end up like the aces, really.
No, that's understandable. That's. I appreciate you trusting me enough to talk to me about that.
He's just like, yeah. He kind of looks at Theo and he's like, yeah. Sorry about that. I didn't.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Look. Point is, they've been keeping shit from us, and they haven't needed to, and now it has come back to bite us in the ass. Because we went into that place blind, and we didn't know what we were doing, where we were going. If we had known everything there was to know about the town, and like all of the shit that happened in it, we'd have known not to go in there if when the bird went in there.
He's just like, yeah.
Like, I,
Yeah.
and
I'm
I
surprised nobody's talked to the Aces about this at all.
no, and I don't know how much more they're keeping from us about this place. Like, I don't even like the orphanage where where Sal came in through, and he spent most of his time like initially here in a body cast.
Yeah.
Apparently that place was fairly active not too long ago, to the point where
You just hear, you see Tomo just like look off, like out of frustration, and he's like, I swear to God, if something like this happens, I'm going to Aubrey. Like, we can't have any more of this shit.
here's the thing though. That's where Aubrey came from. That's how I know it wasn't it was active recently. Aubrey and Cheney, they're from that orphanage.
Tomo,
They grew up there.
Tomo gives her a look and is just like, frankly, I don't give a shit. They've been keeping things from us, and that's inexcusable, especially with the first mission, how we nearly fucking died because we didn't know what was out there.
But I'm thinking, like, if we'd have had to, like, say on a mission, let's say Sal had never come through there and he'd never encountered the matriarch. Let's say that had never happened and the bird had gone in there to nest. Like, imagine how much deeper shit we'd be in. I don't want to think about it.
He sits on that. And you see him with like a look of you hear him kind of sigh, and he's like, yeah. His mind's going to Sal and how he's just like so optimistic about everything right now, and he's like, speaking of Sal and those guys, we
got a carp.
Oh, I'm alive again.
Yay!
That's so strange. I just got on too.
Huh.
It's because Carp joined and fixed it.
You and me, Angie, we could pilot a Jaeger.
You and me.
Fucking yes, we're drift compatible. Let's do it, Bree.
Our
Let's do
Jaeger
it.
will lose its mental connection at the same time. How useful.
Carlsville just peels open and like a Jaeger comes out.
Yes. What's our sweet ass Jaeger name?
Oh God.
The derailment is too powerful right now.
No.
Rural
wanna name
demon.
Dagmar, of course.
Oh God.
No,
It's not even rural.
no, it has to be something with. We like robots. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Shipping trash.
What is happening?
Yes.
I don't know what's happening right now.
we're getting derailed, Kareem.
Yeah.
That's what's
Like,
happening.
Speaking
No,
of the
I'm
others.
cutting out again.
Speaking of the others.
Yes. Resume.
Yeah. Speaking of the others, who was it?
Yeah,
that's
you hear
speaking
like,
of this?
speaking of Sal and the others, we need to talk about going back there and
Well-
with the proper equipment, like Arthur said. But
Yeah, that's.
we need to talk about going back in there because we need to find out what's in there.
Well, they're not gonna let us back there anytime soon because, well, they said the whole place had been cordoned off.
You see him
Like-
get like a frustrated look on his face, and he's just like, "All right."
I know, and it sucks, but the other guys being kept in the house is. I wanted to have everyone here to talk to them about it, but with them under house arrest, it's just you guys. Talking about talking about this information in the house. I didn't trust it. I don't know. I guess ever since the files, I just feel like I'm having to look over my shoulder while in there and talking about anything remotely secretive. So that's why I brought you guys here. So we wouldn't have to worry about that.
You see Tomo rub his eyes because he's like forcing himself to stay awake. He's just like, yeah, yeah. I still think we should just go in there. Like we need equipment, obviously, but we need to go back there.
Well, for now, I'd like to relay all the information I learned from the files to you guys. And I mean not just to you two, but to everyone else. Except for Sal. I think Sal snooped a bit also. So
Tomo kind of gets like Tomo gets a faint grin. He's like, of course he would.
Yeah. So like I'm gonna give like this to you guys to kind of go through, and then like before we do that, I'd like to work out a plan with you guys to actually like relay all this information to them while we're back in the house, because
why do we need to come up with a plan? I mean, why can't we just talk to him?
I just don't feel safe talking about this shit while there's at least one ace in there. I just don't feel safe. I mean, it could be as simple as passing notes or something, or like, I don't know. I'm not good at this planning stuff. That's usually Henderson's job.
You get a nod. And then he's just like, oh, yeah, we need to... Yeah, we definitely need to let these guys know about this, because this is some pretty big shit you just gave us right now. Especially the stuff about the aces.
Hold on, is Angie disconnected? Angie?
I don't know.
Angie?
She can't hear you.
Ah, no, fuck.
She's been saying that for a while.
I didn't notice. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I thought she came back.
Oh, God.
Oh God! Freaking finally!
Yes, yes, yes!
Yes.
I've
fucking
returned.
Yes.
What have you missed?
Okay, what was the last thing you heard?
We walked into the bar.
We were joking about having a Jaeger named Shipping Trash,
Okay.
Oh,
and I haven't heard anything since.
Wait. Hold that note. 1 second.
Oh my god,
Oh.
Marie.
Yeah.
This is totally appropriate music.
I'm sorry.
I can't
Okay, explain
hear
to her what
the
happened while I play Pacific Rim music in the background.
Okay, so
Pacific Rim has a good soundtrack.
it does.
Yes, good.
So, that basically was like basically saying how she didn't feel safe talking about like all the file stuff and secrets and stuff in the house, and how
So
she
Nat explained why she asked us out of the house.
Yes, so she was like, I wanted you guys somewhere safe, familiar, outside of there, so I didn't have to worry about that. And I'd also now like to come up with a plan to like actually relay the information that I found in the files to the people who couldn't come with us to this bar, except for Sal, who's done some snooping of his own. And there we go.
Summary music is gone.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'm not hearing the other
So we
side.
need a plan to sort of get everyone up to speed.
Yeah, even if it's something as simple as like passing notes or something, but I don't know, like that might be too like blatant or something. Fuck, I don't know. I'm not good with plans. That's Henderson's job. He's the smart one.
Henderson internally screaming in the distance.
Smart, but at what price?
Oh no, Henderson! It's not
Just-
your
Well,
fault.
I'm talking more about his constant anxiety.
I mean, fuck. He just makes it look so easy.
Yeah, he's a pretty smart guy.
So I figured, why not put heads together? That and like, Theo, you're above the both me and Tomo now. So
Oh gosh, don't say that.
no, it's
Tomo's just
you
like
gotta get used to it.
Tomo's just like
No.
Tomo's just like Natalie. It's just a fucking number.
I know, but around here, like, apparently ranks mean a lot. So any leg
Tomo's
up,
just like, well, I don't think they mean that much. I don't give a fuck what they do in my rank.
no, but clearly the aces do.
If I go down, I'll just become an ace.
He's just gonna
Yes,
be
card
like, Frank.
logic.
He's just gonna be like, frankly, if they keep me at a 2, I won't care at all. To me, this is just a fucking number showing me how long I've been here and what I've seen. Right now, I clearly haven't seen enough.
So I guess like maybe Theo, you could like propose a threes meeting or something somewhere, like in the basement or something. I don't know. To like talk to Henderson and Lemons about it, because they're the only ones now who. But for the moment, here, and she'll.
Are you sure
Slide
you
a-
don't want to tell Sal? I mean,
Oh, Sal will probably already know. Like, he was looking through files even after I left the office.
I still think we should say something to him. I mean, you see him
Oh.
have like a sad look in his eyes.
We should tell him that like everyone else will now know the same things he does, but obviously he's likely also aware of the fact that the aces are keeping stuff from us, and it is biting us in the ass.
He's just gonna be like, I'll tell him that. Don't worry about it.
Okay, just do it discreetly and make sure that like you do it privately and all that stuff.
Like, I'm fine with talking about the stuff that they had on the files about us, but I mean, some of that stuff was a little personal that they had on the aces.
I know, but I mean, how much more stuff can, but like, I'm just thinking for further down the line, when we go into another house that we haven't been in before, and we encounter like a horde of ants that we didn't know about because the aces didn't trust us enough to talk.
Did
to us
Natalie
about
just say ants?
ants?
Ants.
Ants.
Because I thought you said
Ants.
ants as in
Ants.
tree men ants.
Ants.
Sorry, I'm terrible in
You're
American.
making him break his accent.
I'm trying.
You're
No.
making him go
I'm
into our accent,
sorry.
Angie. You're bringing him into
I'm
our
so-
territory.
Flails arms.
I'm sorry, Shark.
Ugh.
I made you pronounce A.
Ants.
Okay.
Fucking ants.
Oh my god, you sounded so upset.
I did sound really upset. Like, I'm
He
so-
hates to face the faults.
It's fucking ants, you fool.
Ants.
But yeah,
Okay.
like,
And like on the mention of like the horde of ants, you're gonna hear like a slight snicker come from Tomo.
but yeah, my point still stands. I didn't want to take a risk in not knowing something that could bite us in the ass down the line. Because I mean, now that we've got the information, they can't exactly take it away from us or deny us it, and now we'll be in a situation where we're more prepared for if something comes up. So with that being said, she will like hand you guys her notepad. That's most, if not all, of the stuff that I could remember from what I saw in the files. Have a read at your own leisure. Make sure Lemons and Henderson get it, and that Sal knows that the information is going around as well. That way we'll all be on the same page in future, and we'll all be more prepared for if something comes up that we wouldn't have been prepared for otherwise.
Tomo's gonna nod his head, and he's just gonna take a second, and he's just like, all of us have seen shit. And do you guys like want just one drink?
Fuck
while we're
yes.
here? He's like, yeah, I'll pay. Just yeah.
Theo, you wanting anything? Because
You get a very, very solemn nod, and Theo puts his hand in the middle of the table and he says, "Let's do this."
Oh my god.
Okay.
You should totally all put your hands in the table.
You're gonna see like a very hesitant hand come up, and like
Yes.
it's gonna like slowly come up, and then once it's halfway, he just goes in.
Nat will grab hold of those hands with a hand of her own. Fucking yes.
Amazing.
And with that, you have drinks.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Tomo's gonna ask like what you guys' Tomo was gonna ask what your guys' favorite drinks are, because he's gonna making
them.
sure that like
He's gonna treat them,
he's gonna treat them because they need.
even though it's all the same money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
more or less.
he doesn't care.
Money
Money is
gesture
but
that counts.
money is but just a simple thing to him. He doesn't really give a fuck about
Money
money.
is nothing but a construct from society.
Pretty much, he does not even like. He doesn't. He thinks money is pointless. Really.
Well, he lived in the woods for 7
Foolish
years.
Tomo, money
Not just that.
equals power.
Not even that. Like the whole time when he was in like that camp, and, like they didn't use money.
Yeah.
Like they just got like either they stole things or they
Well,
bought things.
as
Like,
far as Tomo knows, they didn't use money.
yeah, so like he's just like, oh, money. Okay, what the fuck is this? Paper?
Oh God.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god, I love this.
So,
Oh my god, I love
Tomo
this.
asks both of you what your favorite drinks are. So Natalie, you get
Rum and Coke, but make it a double because I need it.
I don't speak alcohol, so everything you guys are saying.
It doesn't make any sense.
Theo.
Long Island.
Not an
He goes
appletini?
up there.
An apple teeny.
So then,
Yeah,
how long-
heavy on the
how long-
apple, light on the
how long-
teeny.
how long do we drink for?
12 hours.
Oh my god.
Go
Sleeps
Jesus
in at
Christ.
bar.
Yes, please.
Tomo is gonna be done after his, but if you guys want more, you guys are gonna have to go get your own, because he's not gonna. He only wants one.
It's
And
not
he
even
falls
noon. Yeah. Do we have to drag Tomo back to the house? It's not noon. Theo is not going to get plastered.
Tomo just wants one. He just needs something. Oh my god, this song. You see Tomo comes back and he's got like he's got your guys' drinks, and then you see like a double shot of whiskey for himself.
Almost going hardcore for a guy who doesn't drink.
Well, reminding you, Dan always had whiskey on him, so he probably took some out of, like, not just his jacket, but out of the stash he had, because I can guarantee he had a stash.
Nice.
So he's had whiskey before, and he's probably, yeah.
So, Theo, how long do you drink for then?
So he probably stops at 1.
Fair enough. In that case, then, to save face, and so she doesn't look like a goddamned alcoholic, Nat will also stop at 1.
She could suggest bringing some back to the house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do I notice that Natalie just like wants another? Do I have to roll empathy for this?
You roll empathy.
Roll him. Do it.
I'm gonna have to find my character. I'm gonna have to grab my character sheet quick. I gotta figure this out.
Theo, if you want, you can roll empathy also.
Why not? Let's do
That's what
this.
you're built for, Theo.
It is
You're
what I'm built
built
for.
You're built for detecting things like this.
He has to detect all the lemon lies.
Oh God, yes. Like you are aware of the fact that like Nat seems a bit reluctant to like
To
leave
leave
the
the
drink
gla-
on
like-
one.
Oh no!
Like
Someone
she's
noticed.
nursing her glass and she's trying to find excuses to stay a little longer.
Well, not excuses, but she's like thinking about like maybe buying a bottle from the place to bring back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tomo's one step ahead of you. He's buying a bottle of whiskey to take home.
Tomo, you only have 1 baby empathy.
Yeah,
Nice.
you got 2
Better
in
than
wits and
me.
0 in empathy.
Oh no.
Amazing. So yeah, in that case then, do
Oh, so
we
that's a
have-
luck die.
yeah.
No, it's when you have 0 die.
That it's a luck die.
I have
Well, if
just
you-
one
if you have-
die.
Oh, never mind. I was looking at
I literally have
yeah.
just 1 die to roll. If I had
case
0,
then-
then it'd be a luck die.
In
Yeah.
that case, then, if like you're buying the if you're
Yeah,
buying,
you just like you see him finish his, and then he looks a little like buzzed already. He just goes up and buys like the freaking bottle.
yeah.
And-
what's he getting? The whiskey?
oh yeah,
Oh, jeez.
Oh jeez.
If you guys want to bring stuff back for everyone else, they will have to be separate bottles for each person.
we didn't ask what drinks
Well,
you.
no, we just need separate glasses for everyone.
Yeah.
I suppose.
You
Yeah.
you hear Tomo like, do you guys want to bring stuff home for the
Oh
others?
no, is he
Oh my
slurring a
God,
little bit
he's super
already?
light.
Just a little bit. It's not terrible. Like you can tell he's a little. You can tell he's buzzed.
Oh my
He
God.
hasn't eaten and he has no sleep, so
This is not a good. This is not a good combination.
It was a good idea.
This was perfect.
We maybe shouldn't have had you drinking when you
He's
haven't
like,
had sleep.
no,
Come
no,
on.
it's fine. Don't
Okay.
worry about it.
I'm
All
sure.
right.
Let's
Come
let's
on.
get you back.
Come
We're
on,
like
Tomo.
carrying him
It's like,
on
no,
their
no,
shoulders.
Yes.
no. We need
It's like
to get
there's-
stuff for
There's
the-
one shorty on either side of Tomo as
Nick's,
they
Nick's
as
picture
they
is
drag
making
him out
us
of the bar.
double amazing, by the way.
Yes. Also, like, because Tomo is in that state, Nat will make sure that Theo is the one with the notepad.
Okay.
It's just like you hear Tomo just like, what if they want some? I mean, Lemon's like he likes wine. Why can't we get him wine?
Well, we'll
Tomo.
work it out. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. Don't worry.
We'll
Let's-
bring
let's
some
just-
back. Don't worry about it.
It's like, all right.
Amazing.
The shorties hustle Tomo out of the bar.
Yes, they do. And with that, yay. Like,
So should we just assume everyone else
Tomo
got
dies
approximately
awfully.
that information should they want it?
yes.
Yes.
I don't want any of it.
Tomo was the one to deliver it to Sal when he was sober.
Along with subsequent profuse apologies from Natalie. Except, well, more for Henderson, because Lemon's Nat already, like, had her thing with Lemons.
What, you're not gonna apologize to Sal?
Rude.
Yeah. Oh my god, Natalie.
Very
Apologizing to the
rude.
guy you already asked permission from. What is this?
Okay. So I've added a couple beers around town. No big deal.
Alright, I'm gonna stop
Just
the
around the
recording, so we're
house.
gonna have 2 separate recordings.
SQG.
Okay.
So what all did you guys